hit her with the bag, yeah. Put it on the tab, don't know how to act, yeah. How you like that?
Today's Sunday. I started this vlog yesterday, I think, and I'm just trying to finalize all the cooking and stuff that I'm doing. I already finished making the meat pie. Now I'm just doing the puff puff bit. I don't really have a puff puff recipe because, to be honest, I already have a puff puff mix. So all I'm doing is just putting water and letting it rise before frying. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. Once I'm done frying the puff puff, I'll go get ready and then we'll go for what we have. So that's the meat pie. I'm gonna put the puff puff in here. Hey guys. Hey guys, we are in Niagara or St. Catharines. I don't really know how to describe this area. Welland, let's just say Welland. We just came to the store to pick up a few things. So yeah, everyone, do you guys want to say hi? Came to Fresh Go to pick up a Very tasty. We are eating, we are beautiful. Let me show you the leftovers. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Gracias. I feel like I haven't really been vlogging as much. Um, so we have a birthday party celebration on Saturday, and I've been I volunteered myself to make the snacks. So is it really snacks? Meat pie, the small chops anyway. Meat pie, puff puff, and sausage roll. I've never made sausage rolls. Well, let me not say never. I think I have. There was a time I was trying to do a food business where I was doing recipe testing, and I tried to make what's it called, sausage rolls. But yeah, it's not something that I do frequently, so I'm not super confident in my sausage roll recipe skills. So let's hope that goes well. I just said let me start this vlog today, which is Thursday. I got back from work earlier, around, let's just say 6 o'clock. Sha. I went to the store on my way back from work to grab a few things because, oh gosh, why is it so hard to cut carrots? Um, I went I went to the grocery store on my way back from work because tomorrow I'm working from home and I don't want to have to leave the house. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go grab everything that I need for Saturday, so that way I don't have to go out tomorrow. So I got a few things, but I forgot to buy the aluminum tray to display the meat pie and stuff. So somebody's gonna have to go out. Definitely not me. I'm going to send my partner to do it. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy, well, I won't say busy weekend, but it's mostly Saturday that I have something to do. And next week is also gonna be a week, okay? It's gonna be a week. Um I'm not ready to share yet, okay? But of course you guys are gonna find out. So next week is also gonna be a lot of work. A lot of work. Um I'll just briefly say that we are moving out of this place. Okay? We are moving out of this place. It's a whole messy situation right now. It's not like it's not as super straightforward as you would expect, but you will find out later on, I guess. So yeah, I said let me vlog a little bit as I prep the ingredients for my meat pie for Saturday. I realized that when you're making meat pie, right, it is better for you to, do the filling way before, maybe a day before you need it. Put it in the fridge, let it cool and solidify a bit. It makes making the meat pie process way easier. So, if you don't do that already, that's a tip for you right there. I made meat pie last week. So last week we went for my partner's sister's housewarming. So we had to, yeah, she asked that I make some meat pie and stuff and puff puff. So I made meat pie. So yeah, at this point, I am the meat pie person in the family. When you see all these things, right? I don't mind doing them. They are fun. It's just they can be really, really tasking on the body, especially if you don't have help. And that's why, like, the time I wanted to do food business and I was just doing recipe testing, I was like, hey, hold up, I am tired just from trying to build a recipe for the stuff I'm going to be selling. I was like, I beg, this thing requires a lot of energy, requires a lot of effort. If you see somebody who has a food business, you should really like celebrate them because it is a lot of work to start a food business. It is a whole lot of work. When it comes to food business, right? It's not just about knowing how to cook. It's a whole lot of things. It's, do you have that stamina to stand for hours doing the same thing doing cooking in bulk, because you're not cooking just for you and your family, right? You know, when you know how to cook and you cook just for you and your family, everybody's like, oh, delicious, right? That's what you're used to. But when you're cooking in big batches, right, you need to make the food as tasty as what it would be like if you're only making for like 5 people. It is a lot of work. So I told myself, Anike, you like cooking, yes, but do you have that, energy, stamina to do all of that work every week? No. Okay? No, I do not. Once in a while, I like to support, family, friends with a lot with these things, right? Because I'm like, you know what? It's just once in a while. It's not gonna be an every week thing or every weekend thing. It's just once in a while. I can support I can support my friends or my family with my skills. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy knowing how to do stuff. Okay? Does that mean I like to do the stuff? Guys, I remember the Christmas party I had. I was gonna do a whole setup. And to be honest, I wasn't the only one that did all the cooking actually. Like I delegated a lot of, I wanted to focus on the dessert, the small chops. So I delegated the jollof rice, the fried rice, even though I cook really, really good jollof rice and fried rice, in my opinion. But I had to delegate those ones because I'm like, I need my strength. And even at that, I was still so tired. I also made drinks. I made cocktail. Oh, my sister helped with the cocktails actually. So yeah, it was still a lot of work. And another thing I don't like about cooking in this kitchen is that it is small. Some of the cookers don't work as well. So a lot of the time, I'm only using like maybe 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4. So I don't know. Cooking in this kitchen is just not fun. Cooking in big batches is not fun in this kitchen. So I just do what I can do, my dear. Do what I can do. And yeah, I know I said I go back from work. I got that job that, I went for the interview. I actually did get it. And I started this week. It has been good so far. Everyone is so nice. Everyone is just like, oh, we hope you like the team. Everyone is just wishing me well, really. Like, everyone is wishing me well. I feel welcome. I feel like I'm entering into a family. Right? Like people that look out for each other, people that care for each other. And I'm like, okay, because I'm the type of person that I tend to keep to myself a lot of the time. Like, I don't see the work environment as a place to go and be I'm with people. I hardly ever make friends at work, okay? Because like I'm friendly with people at work. It's just I don't see them outside of work. I don't know. I just feel like work should be work and personal life should be personal life. And also being able to easily just change up, go find another job, go to another, all those things. Sometimes you're just like, I don't want to feel like I need to explain myself to anybody. So a lot of the time, I just try to keep to myself. Anyways, I am done with this. This is burning my eyes. I am done with this now. Let me start with start making the filling now. I'm about to add the flour paste. I don't know why I always forget. Anyway, this is what it's looking like right now. I'm sorry about the lighting. It's not really good, but yeah, that's it. And then I'm going to add the paste right now. This is the paste. I have a recipe for this meat pie filling on my Instagram, so you can check it out, and also my TikTok if you're into TikTok. And then just mix it in. So try to add in the paste when your potato is soft enough, because at this point it doesn't take long again to finish it up. So only add the flour paste once your potato is soft, your veggies are soft enough to well, are cooked pretty much. Yeah, it should look something like this. It sticks together when it's ready. So yeah, let me use my hands to mix this properly. So this is the meat pie filling all done. I'm just gonna let it cool down and then I'll put it in the fridge. Even though I didn't use a lot of oil, it brought out a lot of oil. So when you're making meat pie, don't put a lot of oil, okay? Okay, so this is the filling. It's quite a lot. I'm hoping this would get me about 40 to 50 meat pies. I have some leftover fillings from last week, so I'm hoping that this plus that one will make me at least 50 to 60 meat pies anyway. To be honest, I don't even know how many people are coming, but yeah, I'm estimating about 25 people right now from, you know, the people that we know that are coming. There might be plus ones, plus threes, children, and all of that. So everybody would want meat pie, right? So I would rather there is more than enough than, you know, everybody fighting over meat pie. So yeah, I'm done with this. I was going to mix up the dough as well, but to be honest, I don't have energy. It's currently 10:52 and I'm just like, yeah, I'm done for the night. So as I was saying, I feel like it's better for the camera to be facing me if I'm going to be talking for too long. But yeah, it's currently 10:52 and even though I'm not tired anymore because I actually took a nap after I got back from work. That's the only way I am standing right now. I got back, I was so sleepy. I don't know, man. Since going back to 9 to 5, I've been really struggling with feeling awake. Oh my gosh, guys, I am really sorry about the lighting. It's night and I don't want to have to be turning on bright light right now. So you guys are going to have to manage my red and blue lights. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, since I started 9 to 5, I've been struggling with feeling awake during the day. And I don't want to have to be drinking a lot of coffee. Like literally, during work time like this, my colleagues will just be coming to me and be like, oh, we're going to get coffee. Do you want to come? Let's go get coffee. I'm just like, you guys, how many times do you drink coffee in a day? Like, I don't want to be too dependent on coffee. I want my body to do what it's meant to do, okay? Stay awake during waking hours. Sleep during sleep hours. And the thing is with me, right? Like if I drink coffee later in the day, I'm going to be awake. I'm going to be awake, okay? So I just cannot do that to myself. I just have to keep training my body to stay awake during working hours. Maybe depending on what time I finish my first coffee, maybe I can go buy another one before 1 p.m. But after 1 p.m., I'm not drinking coffee again. So yeah, I've really been struggling to stay awake. Literally, my drive back home today was so difficult. I was just like, at some point I even closed my eyes. But yeah, it was at a red light. So yeah, I need to really figure out my schedule, a routine that I can sustain and maintain. So this week I've gone to the gym twice. Even though, you know, I've gone to the gym twice, I've also been walking. So I walk to my car. The parking spot I got is like 20 something minutes away from my car. And there is shuttle actually. So there's a shuttle that I can use from, like the shuttle is literally in the parking lot. So you just park your car and then walk to the shuttle, which is less than 20 seconds, okay? Walk to the shuttle and then the shuttle drops you off on campus closer to, you know, closer to my work building. So it's very convenient. That setup is convenient. But when I'm done work, I like to walk back to my car so I can at least get some movements, because even though I've gone to the gym, I've only done like weight training or weightlifting. I've only been doing weightlifting. I haven't been walking on the treadmill. That's because I don't have enough time to do that in the morning. I try to get at least 40 to 45 minutes of gym time in the morning because that's all I can give. I cannot wake up earlier than that. I have to wake up around 5:30 to be able to get to work within a reasonable time. The first day I went to work, I was late, and I didn't even go to the gym, and I was still late. I didn't go to the gym and I was late. So I'm just like, yeah, I need to find what works for me. When I'm back from work, I don't feel like doing any like exercise. So the only way I would keep going to the gym and keep working out is if I go in the morning. So yeah, that's my rant about my first week at work and how I am finding it so far. After being on like a loose, random, flexible schedule for so long, because I work from home. I used to work from home, and nobody was really monitoring my work time. It was more of like an independent worker kind of thing, right? So I could just start anytime, I could finish anytime. Nobody was looking for me, okay? So yeah, I didn't have like a rigid schedule. And now that I do, I'm really like, it's gonna take a while to adapt and adjust. So I just need to give myself grace and not be too, and not stress myself too much over not being able to adjust quickly or immediately. Anywho, let me chill for a bit, watch something. Let me see if there's something on Netflix that I can watch. I'm working from home tomorrow, so I can afford to sleep late, sleeping a little bit. Alright guys, yeah.
She a little bad, hit her with the bag, yeah. Put it on the tab.